Commsverse TV continues on day 2 of Converse 2024 episode. I can't even remember. I think it's 7.
Must be 7.
We did 5 yesterday.
Yes.
2 today, so we're on episode 7. That's cool. And we've got Conversant Technology in with us.
Hello,
hey,
everyone.
Simon, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Tell us about yourself.
Right, so I'm Simon. I'm the CRO of Conversant Technology. We are on stand 32. This is our first year at exhibiting at Commsverse. I've been here as a delegate for the last, since its inception. And I've always been intrigued by the vendors that are here and what's going on here, the sessions and so on. And we thought, well, actually, we've actually got something to say. So why don't we exhibit here as well? And it's been fantastic so far.
Nice. And we suddenly had 6 cups appear on the desk.
Yeah, absolutely. So I only got the email yesterday.
So did everybody else.
So did everybody else.
But I only actually seen it today, so quickly rushed over it. But as a consolation prize, I filled it with chocolates as well.
I like that.
Yeah.
I discovered that as well. Yeah.
And I can see maybe somebody's already had a couple.
Maybe.
Mentioning no names.
Maybe.
No names, no looking at anyone.
Well, I'm claiming all 6 cups because I've just bought a new house, and having 6 cups all the same on day 1 has to be a goer.
Awesome.
And that'd be a great conversation piece.
That looks very mature.
And then I'll have to crack a few because I don't want to be mature.
No.
Well, they're plastic, so they'll just bounce.
Are they?
Yeah. Good for the environment.
I've just said yes to 6 plastic cups.
Good for camping.
Good for glamping, yes.
I've told you they were plastic when
Did
you
you?
say you were going to have 6. So
As
sometimes
always, I never listen. I never listen.
you
but
mentioned
that's
it
cool.
yourself.
So this is your first time here as an exhibitor?
Exhibitor, yeah.
And how's it going for you?
Really good, really good. Meeting fresh faces. There's been a steady flow of traffic coming throughout the day. After lunch, it always peters down because people have got full bellies.
Yeah.
They're tired. They want to beat the traffic. They want to go home. But generally, it's been really, really good, and I've been really, really happy with it.
Yeah, especially second day in the afternoon, it turns into a ghost town here.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
So, no, it's good fun all the same.
It's good. It's great.
Right.
It's great. And also, it gives us the opportunity to go and speak to the other vendors because we're all here sharing the same goal, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
it's good. So what are you telling everybody?
So what we're doing now is we are basically looking at the Teams landscape, and what we've realised over the years is there's been a lot of companies coming on board offering services. So when you look at, for example, contact centres, there's 26, 27 certified contact centres for Microsoft Teams. There's probably another 14, 15 being certified.
Yep.
Call recording providers the same, direct routing providers, a number. So what we found is when we speak to our customers, when they come to us, they say, well, we're confused because we've got all these different solutions on the market. We don't know which one to choose. We don't know which ones integrate together. We don't know what's best bang for buck. So we did all that work for them. And we basically put together a series of modules into a platform called C360, whereby it offers you the full external communication experience for Microsoft Teams, whereby it gives you the best features for the best price. So what we've done is we basically said, well, actually, you don't need to go to 7 or 8 different vendors. Come to one supplier, one support contract, one SLA, one suite of services will make your job a lot more simpler.
Nice. Actually,
I think
sounds
that's
a good
pretty
idea.
cool. Yeah. Because I've seen, well, there are tons of exhibitors here right now, and some of them are providing kind of the same thing. And as you said, like, which would fit my company perfect and which would play nice together.
I brought a colleague here with me last year, and I gave him a test. I said, right, you're the guy that needs to go out and find a contact center, a call recording provider, a Teams phone provider, and you've got to come to me and tell me exactly why you've chosen them and so on. And 3 hours later, he was still none the wiser because there was just no set standard.
Yeah, I got it. No, it's quite neat. I mean, one of my biggest roles nowadays is managed service contract manager, you know, because as the IT teams are getting smaller and we're outsourcing most of those around. So does that basically mean that you can become a kind of one-stop shop for most of those things?
Absolutely. The whole point of offering what we do is so that simplifies the journey for the customer, whereby they can go to one provider for all their services. Because don't forget, they all interconnect.
Yep.
Right. You need your phone system to run your contact center. You need your phone system to record your PSTN calls. If one goes down, it's a lot easier diagnosing it with one supplier as opposed to going to various suppliers.
And is that just around voice only? So is that your core center?
We offer full omni-channel. So we offer voice. We also offer social messaging, so we can bring in touch points like WhatsApp for business, SMS, web chat, Facebook, X. So it's all about omni-channel, but then also incorporating that with AI.
Of course,
Cool.
because everybody's doing AI.
Everybody's doing AI.
yeah.
The big buzzword is AI.
Yeah.
However, AI for me is not about replacing, it's about assisting, right? It's about that agent finishing a call, going in wrap-up time, and needing 5 minutes to enter their notes. Well, actually, let AI do that for you. Let it transcribe your call, let it summarize your call, let it add notes to your CRM, so you can do what you do best and deal with your customers.
Cool.
Well, actually,
Yeah.
we've seen pretty cool AI stuff while we were walking around.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
So it's cool. It's not just a buzzword anymore. It's actually
Delivering in
providing
some
really
areas.
cool things.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, that first layer of the building, really, it's got to move on and stuff, but
Yeah.
we can build from it. Neat.
Exactly. Yeah. And so you said that you're providing your extra modules to connect all these tools?
Yeah, correct. So we have a platform called C360. That's a management information tool. It's there to look at your licensing, your modules, your reporting, because we offer full Power BI and analytic reports for all our modules. It allows you to raise your support tickets. So you manage all your modules within that platform, but then all our modules are natively integrated with Microsoft Teams. So there's no background servers, it's all based in the cloud, it uses full Azure services, and it's basically like a native Teams experience, because the one thing that you want to make sure is that your end users are familiar with the interface they use.
And it's all compliant because it's all stored
It's
in
all
my own.
And it's all Microsoft certified
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah. Okay.
So you talked about the integration with all of the other platforms like WhatsApp for Business and all of that. But do you get the analytics and all the data from it then as well, that you can know how it works, what people do with it? And
Absolutely, because obviously with most of our solutions, we're just controlling the signaling of those messages or those voice calls. But as Conversant Technology, we have a software arm which develops reporting for all those touch points. So if an organisation is using WhatsApp to connect with our customers, we can provide all the reporting analytics, not just on inbound, but also outbound.
oh, that's actually quite cool. Then you can really have an overview of what is going on in your business.
100%,
Yeah.
absolutely.
So what
do you
about
deal with-
fax?
Oh,
Facsimiles.
I've never heard of that word. What's that?
apparently it's a $3 billion business
I
and
know,
well
I
worth
know.
getting into.
Look, when it comes to fax, we don't really get requirements over that. However, we always recommend other solutions that they can go and put, because there is things like fax to email and so on, but I haven't really come across anything that integrates with Microsoft Teams.
Well, you talked about talking to different suppliers. Momentum might be something that you want to talk to, because they
Yeah.
apparently have a great new fax solution they're
Awesome.
going to start launching in a little
Awesome.
while around Teams and around businesses.
I will definitely check it out.
No, it's pretty cool. And so one of the questions I had, we talked about fax, was about end-to-end. So I get a lot of drivers phoning in on their mobile devices into a call center, into my call center or anything else. So can you literally go to end-to-end?
Yeah, absolutely. As you know, with the Teams ecosystem, there is a range of hardware available, right from mobile devices to headsets to handsets to Teams meeting room systems.
Yeah.
It not just works on Windows and Mac, it also works on iOS and Android, so you could take it out on the road with you. And that is why we invested in the Teams ecosystem, because it is device agnostic and it's also operating system agnostic as well.
Pretty cool.
That's pretty cool. Yeah.
Yeah. So what's your next change to the system? What is it you're going to be
what we
bringing
want
on
to do
board
is
next?
We want to evolve as the market evolves. We want to offer more AI capabilities, not just within the modules, but also within the reporting as well. Because we know a lot of customers or a lot of managers spend time looking at their reports, analysing their reports, and so on. So we want to start incorporating AI into the reporting, whereby it can do quick calculations and summarisation for them.
Yeah, I think that's where a lot of the value is, especially if
Absolutely.
you're pulling it off things like transcriptions and all that kind of stuff.
Absolutely.
And do you do a lot of your own code cutting and development yourself?
Yeah, we've got a full, we offer a service called Development as a Service, whereby we try and help customers, because normally what's associated with development is a big CapEx expense, whereby it costs you multiple thousands of pounds to create something. So we offer it as development of a service, so it becomes a monthly cost as opposed to a big cost.
No, that's cool. If I were looking at your organisation, though, I think it is very broad in terms of what you offer. So how deep are you able to go with this stuff? So, I mean, do you get to the point where you it's difficult sometimes for organisations or customers to work out exactly where your focus is? Because it sounds to me like you're spreading yourself quite thinly.
Yeah. To be fair, that's something we get asked about all the time.
Yeah.
The way we try and pitch ourselves is we always look at what the compelling event or the driver is of that organisation.
Okay.
Because even though we have our modules and our C360 platform, it's pick and choose.
Yep.
Right? Today you might start with just a contact centre, but later down the line you might want to introduce social messaging or something like that. So we always go on what the key driver is of that organisation, pick the module that suits them, and then they can grow from there.
Nice. Yeah, so it's basically with the direction the customer's going in. What's logically next for them, where their constant improvement is.
Yeah, absolutely.
Cool.
Which is amazing, because then you will only pay for the things that you're going to use. So,
Yeah.
and also the thing that is made most fitting for your organization.
Yeah,
That's
absolutely.
pretty cool.
And what we find is when we work with our customers, some of them start off really small in phase 1, and then phase 2 they might do this, and phase 3 they might evolve. And the reason they do that is because when they realise what the technology can do for their business, and they're engaging with their customers in the way they feel is the right way for them, and their customers are really happy with them, they always think about, well, what else can we do? And then they start becoming open-minded, and they start exploring other avenues on maybe integrate other touch points into Microsoft Teams and so on. So it's just an evolving journey for them.
Cool.
And then that's easy, because you can just plug and play all the different services in there and
Exactly.
just build it up.
Exactly, because it's all natively integrated.
How do you do with things like experience level agreements and quality for your customers? Not you delivering that, but from managing it for them. It's one of the challenges we have, especially with multiple service providers. You can talk about SLAs, everybody talks about service levels, but what about experience levels and quality of the overall services? How do you approach that?
Well, obviously, when we take on a customer, we don't just see it as a transactional relationship. You know, it's almost a partnership. So we're always in regular contact with our customers from an experience point of view. Training is ongoing, right?
Okay.
It's not just, okay, we're now going to train you to use the solution, off you go. It's about review and evaluation. How can we make the experience better for your staff, your organization? So if a customer, let's say, signs in with a 3-year contract with us, it's always about review, evaluation, and improvement. So that's really how we provide the customer experience for our clients.
It's cool. Any other questions?
Not for me.
We give it a drill. So tell us something awesome before you go back to your booth.
Right. So what I think is awesome is what the guys at Commsverse are doing. This event is really the only Teams-focused event that I've seen anywhere. And long may it continue. And I just think that's awesome in itself.
Nice.
It's very true.
Maybe one more question.
Oh, now she's thought of one.
Yes.
I get a nice round up and you now go and shoot.
So, you are here as a visitor, as an attendee. What's the difference at being here as a sponsor and an attendee?
Right. As an
A
attendee,
few thousand quid.
exactly.
Next to that, but
Financial commitment aside, a delicate stroll in, at whatever time you want. Do what you want. Leave when you want. Exhibitor, be here at a certain time. Leave at a certain time. And constantly engage.
Nice.
And that is why I prefer to be an exhibitor, because I'm constantly engaging.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love that. And you get very aching feet.
Yeah, absolutely. Hence why I've got different shoes on today.
Yeah, I did made that mistake, but there you go.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Well, enjoy the rest of the show.
Thank you very much,
Thank
guys.
you.
I really
Thank
appreciate
you.
your time.
No, you're
Cheers.
welcome.
You're welcome.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Cheers.
See you later. Bye-bye.
That was very cool. All right.
All right.
That's the guy from the food service, just making sure his staff have got clear entry and not tripping over our lights and cables.
Yeah.
But that's all
Nice.
good. That's interesting, actually,
That
isn't
was
it?
interesting.
End-to-end services.
Because I kind of didn't think about that. I mean, we've been talking to a lot of companies that do all kinds of services, like
Yeah.
call centers and all these things, but how can you make sure that they play nice together? So I think this is very needed.
No, I agree. I mean, as I said, I think one of the things we're working with is a lot of managed service providers at the moment in my role. And we're looking at consolidation at some point. And if it means that you can kind of consolidate the service levels, delivery levels all the way through, then it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
It's good.
All right.
All right, so we have next.
We have our first
Spectralink.
no-show.
We
I
have
think I will walk over to their booth and get him.
Yeah, well, we did say 20 past, and he's still
Yeah.
got 2 to 3 minutes. So,
True.
yes, 2
That's
minutes.
fine.
Right, go on, go get your teeth into and go and drag him along. Do you know where he is?
Just there?
Spectralink.
There.
He's over
So-
there. Oh, it's
Go
those
grab 'em.
guys. All right, so what she's got. So how you doing for the whole show? I know you're missing your sessions.
I know. Oh, no. As you said, normally when I go to conferences, I'm always in sessions. If I'm not giving one, I'm always in sessions. And now I need to miss those, but in return, I'm learning new stuff, and I get to meet a lot of really cool people. So
Nice.
that's cool.
Oh, well, so it's learning experience all round.
Yeah.
And now you know when a fax was invented from the last
I
episode we
know.
did.
So next time
saw
on a
your
quiz
face.
night, 1865, it's gonna be there.
Yeah. Cool. Very close to the microphone, and then we don't get the speakers in the background coming in, so you're
I
good.
wasn't saying anything.
Yeah,
But good morning.
nice.
You can move it around if you want to.
But then I start dancing.
No, you can
want
be
me
a
to
real
dance?
DJ if you like. You can hold on to it and swing.
Okay. Is
Yeah,
that
it's
okay?
good. Welcome,
Yes.
Andy McQueen,
Yes, sir.
Spectralink.
Friends of the desk.
Look at that, business development director. We've had so many salespeople or
Yes.
sales associated people. So that's cool. How's the show been for you?
It's been fantastic because what we have is a whole range of different organizations all serving the needs of people migrating to Microsoft Teams, which is great, but it's getting those peripheral elements of the sale that really helps our customers out. So it's great to work with some of these other guys, chat, find their issues, their challenges.
I can't hear anything with the
No,
PA
I was
talking
just going
over
to say the same. I
this.
can't hear
I
anything
did,
with the
and I'm the
speaker.
old one, and I'm the one with dodgy ears.
I'll move over here. Is that better?
Yeah, it's better now the
Probably.
speaker's gone, but that's okay. So I guess that's where Spectra comes from. Not James Bond, it comes from the idea of spectrum and
It's
colours
actually
and
the
combining.
radio spectrum. So most people will be familiar with the Wi-Fi, which is 2.4 gigs or 5
Yeah.
gigs. We're working on a slightly different frequency, and that means that you get much less contention on that network and a much higher voice quality. And
Oh,
that's
right.
really important if you happen to be a nurse or a clinician or working in a factory where there's a hell of a lot of background noise, because you can't hear what you're being asked to do or what you're trying to tell people you need.
Yep. No, I guess that makes some sense. So here's the cool question of the day. So we've had one company in here telling us the coolest place on earth where their headphones and cameras were being used. So where's the coolest place for Spectra for their products?
I don't know about coolest. We have a couple of nice cruise lines that are using our equipment. We have some very big university hospitals, one of the biggest in the world in Sweden. We have we are best of friends with a very large Swedish furniture manufacturer, and actually the manufacturer that runs this building is also one of our customers.
Really?
So that's pretty cool.
That's
but it's
nice.
It's specific industry verticals that have a high percentage of people
Yep.
that don't go sit at their desk to do their work. They're the ones that need to be connected.
Nice. Well, I have to say, this particular company was talking about being the first ever hybrid working company, 1969, because Neil Armstrong used their product on the moon in his helmet. How is that for a cool?
That is an
place?
impressive
You can't
claim
go
to
wrong.
fame.
Nobody can beat that.
No, that's going to be really tough to beat.
It is, yes.
No, but you just named some very big names. So.
Yeah, true.
We get to have fun with all sorts of things. Both of the two world's largest chocolate manufacturers use our products.
Yeah.
And so it's a wonder we're not slightly larger, because they make very nice products.
All right. So what you are building, is that hardware and software, or are you just reselling other things? Or
We build the products.
you built the products?
So they're our products, we design them, and we try and get as much information about the use cases that our customers have in order to build them. But we have a channel-only route to market. So it's about our resellers and our customers telling us what they need. We build that hardware. Then our job is to be that little bridge in the middle between the UCaaS platforms that are available that customers are looking to migrate to, and the use cases of the deskless employees. So we've been talking the past couple of days about being friends of the deskless, because
Friends of the Deskless.
that's it.
I love that.
That's our
Yes.
branding. Well, we clapped for these people during COVID.
Yeah.
They were running our warehouses and making sure stuff got
Hospitals,
delivered to
yeah.
our houses. Clinicians, hospitals, they're really important, but they tend to get left behind when an organization decides we're going to move to UCaaS, but what about all these guys in the factory? And so that's why we're campaigning to be friends of the deskless and invite as many others to join us.
I love that. That's very cool. You should really like have some stickers and T-shirts made for that.
We have them.
Yeah.
We brought some swag.
Swag.
Toast our deskless friends. Have a beer on us.
Nice. Put it in the middle there. Let's get it on the camera. Nice.
We also have, if you don't fancy a beer right now, we have some very, very nice sweet treats to go with your coffee and the mug to put it in.
That would be
Oh.
a chocolate sweet drink by any
That is very chocolatey on
Yeah.
account of our customers.
They might not last very long while they're
Chocolate
standing
fanatic.
here, so yeah, that's fine.
It's like we turned into a catering company. We have loads on the stand, so come and see us and fill up with what you need.
All right. So, how about because you're providing these specific tools to very specific roles of people? Do you also do like very custom stuff? So I'm thinking maybe because you were mentioning the company that owns the building, they kind of have a Formula One team. They're running around. They probably need something like that as well. So would you like custom build specific things for their high noise background environment, or?
Absolutely. We just launched a new range of phones, and one of the things that you need to take care of is noisy environments, as you said. We have a customer in Germany, Alpla, and they are our noisiest customer. They are so loud in that factory. They have to have a special waiver to allow employees to work in that environment. It's terrible. And so we always use them to test our new devices, and they are our benchmark. So if they can be heard and they can hear in that environment, everybody else is fine.
Beautiful.
So a Formula One team, no problem at all. And they actually do use the same technology, but it's not ours because it's highly secure. So
Oh, of course, yeah. Well,
we-
we're not saying that yours is not secure,
No,
but no.
well, there's classifications of voice security called Step A, Step B, Step C, and our capability is that for organizations like police forces, for highly secure government locations, because the voice can't be hacked, it's a particularly useful technology for communications because you don't just sit at a desk.
So you are saying you are talking to customers for their use cases and building it for them. But what are the typical use cases you most of the time get? Why do people come to your organization?
one of the reasons they come to us is we've been doing this for 30 years.
Yep.
So we don't try and do other stuff. We just engineer really, really good devices. We're working with a couple of customers this morning who are 2 series out of date, still using products that they bought 20 years ago because they fulfilled a need. It's not such a great business model for us.
It's a bad business model.
But we don't design in that the thing fails. But to the point of use cases, just think of the environment of a factory. It can be hot, it can be cold, it can be wet, it can be moist, it can be very loud. You, as an employee in that environment, you still need to be able to communicate. We got some recent survey information that said 96% of deskless workers don't get the technology that they want because it's adopted from what you would get in your office.
Yeah.
And their key ask is for communication and collaboration. So we have the UCAS platform to provide that. It's getting it to them. It's that last 100 meters.
Yeah.
Wow, 96%. That is a huge number.
It is,
is.
and it's shocking, really, because they're so important in the production of products and the warehousing of products and getting them to you, or in healthcare. You need to be able to consult urgently to service a patient's needs. You have to have good quality data where you are and voice capability, because that's what you default to. If there's an emergency situation, you don't say, oh, hold on a minute, I've just got to log into my phone. You need voice. You need to be able to consult. And so we're forming swarms with our partners like Solgari to solve patient issues as fast as possible, because the faster you get the patient sorted out, the better the clinical outcome.
No, I agree, but 96% implies that everybody's using subordinate equipment or equipment that's not really aligned to their need. So
they're asking for communication, better communication.
Yeah. So it's almost as if they need to go back a couple of generations of devices just so that it's focused on what they need.
Well, it's funny. Technology adoption tends to be driven at a corporate level.
Yes.
And that's where some of the groups are left out. We had a couple of instances quite recently in the past year where large car dealerships who need their salespeople to be accessible in the office as well as outside in the forecourt were migrating back from Wi-Fi based devices to a DECT-based device because of the range and the quality of voice. So they can answer customer calls when they're 200 meters away with the same clarity they could as if they were in the office. So it seems like a regressive step, but there's a reason DECT is still around and used by about 85% of all deskless workers in Europe. So it's a big number.
Yeah, we were hearing this morning that there's still a $3 billion fax market out there. And so, we're finding that kind of technology, which is really quite interesting to say the least. So have you found a place where your phones cannot be used?
Not that I'm aware of. The fact is, the Spectra bit of Spectralink talks about the different radio types that you can use for communication. DECT is the most popular with deskless workers in EMEA. Second most important is Wi-Fi, because Wi-Fi is pretty much everywhere, right?
Yeah.
But we also provide GSM, so that whether you have a local connection or a secure connection, or you're out in the field but you're using a corporate device, you still need to be connected. So we offer devices with multiple radio capabilities. And they're based on Android, so you just pick it up and use it like a smartphone, but it's extremely rugged for the work environment you might be in.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah, I can imagine that you've got different form factors going from very small to very rugged.
Yeah. All of our devices are rugged. All but one of our devices have the capability to either trigger an alarm or respond to an alarm, because Germany, for example, has regulations around lone worker protection. So does France. And those worker protections are sensible things to do. So you have to be able to monitor whether the person is moving when they shouldn't be, stopped when they shouldn't be, whether there's a problem, someone tries to rip their phone away from them. Think of a psychiatric hospital or a prison.
Yeah.
So we have to be able to cater for all those instances in the device that we build. So it's driven by the use case.
Yeah, I can think of a huge warehouse where something falls on somebody and
Right.
they need to be helped very quickly. Yeah.
Think of a chemical plant.
Yeah.
Think of a security guard overnight. They
Yeah.
must be protected. They're an employee of the organization, so we have to enable that protection.
It's cool.
Yeah.
It's such a different industry, and I've never really thought about that.
Yeah.
So this is the cool thing. We were talking earlier that I'm not going to any sessions because I have to stand here and talk to people all day. But I'm learning so many new things.
True.
It's brilliant.
Well, that's the
Yeah.
benefit of an event like this, because we're all peripheral to the decision by an enterprise to roll out UCaaS, but we're all essential in delivering that to the whole organization. And that's why it's such an interesting event, because we are all operating in parallel, but to serve the same need.
Yeah.
I always learn so much when I come to this event.
Yes. Very cool. What's happening?
The camera has fell out, so we need to keep talking.
We dropped
So
the camera.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Technical issue.
Yeah.
We're coming back online. I'm not sure you need to see us, but we're here anyway.
It has a silly 30-second reset. We won't be using that camera again. Good quality camera, but the 30-second reset's killing us. But there you go. All part of the fun. But it's back online again. There you are. You're all pretty, you see, so that's neat. All right, well, that's excellent, Andy. I guess where you're going to go next, or do you just think there's a constant market where you're at, or is new technology coming around the corner that you need to, that you can build in?
Don't say AI.
Yeah, but no. I think
Don't
you're
say AI.
you're the
AI
only
is very
person so
trendy.
far that's not said AI.
It's not appropriate for us. We're not driving the connections. We're providing the endpoints. So
Yeah.
we let the others play with AI. What we have to do is keep developing our interoperability with those key UCaaS
Yeah.
platforms like Microsoft Teams. So Teams is on a 2-week development cycle. So we have new versions every 2 weeks, and we're building our products to directly integrate to that rather than interoperate.
Gotcha.
So we're fully integrated with that platform. We need to stay current. That's really important, because then we get all of those benefits from the platform for our users as soon as possible.
Awesome. Well, thanks for the time. It
Thank
is
you.
always good to hear different things, and we've been hearing lots of different things.
Yes.
Our two suppliers in this session, one was very wide and in terms of their offering, and
Yeah.
obviously you're very siloed and specific in a very positive way. Siloed often comes a lot negatively.
And I didn't say
you
AI
focus-
once.
Yeah. No, exactly. So thanks ever so much, Andy
Thank you.
McQueen,
Have
and
a good
enjoy
show.
the rest of the day.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Thanks. Wow.
Brilliant.
Yeah. Decked phones, of course, were a big change in the 90s.
Yeah.
Digital phones, but then everybody moved away from them because cell phones took over and everybody took them out. So-
It's one of these things that you don't think about.
No, but if you think about it, there's lots of things we don't think about. Every industry has something different. And
Yeah.
now you have a beer
But
can
also
warmer.
that tagline, the toast to our deskless friends, I
Deskless
love
friends. Nice, that's cool. We've got some
that. But I also
pretty
have
cool
to say
swag.
it's cold. It's a cold beer.
It's cold beer, so, they're
So
pretty
we
cold.
might need to consume that pretty fast, otherwise it's gonna go warm.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
No, well,
So we know that Moraine's learnt a lot. All right, he's learnt that telephones still go over old wires in the countryside. He's going to
COVID
develop.
is still here.
Yeah, and
So
and
now
that
is
kind of
your
stuff.
question, what have I learned?
Yes, of course.
I have also learned a lot because I'm not that deep in Teams calling and Teams and all of that. So it's nice to hear all of that. So, and also, what do y'all do?
Anything exciting you, like, being able to query these transcripts, actually is quite an interesting potential.
That is quite interesting, but I think more the data analytics and building the Power BI reports about that is more interesting for me.
Yeah, I'd really like to try and kick off a workflow from a specific statement on a transcript.
Yeah, exactly. So one of our service agents had a call that got transcribed. In the call, the person mentions that they want to have a follow-up or something with a salesperson.
But I'm
And
guessing
that would trigger a trigger.
a trigger.
That
Yes,
would
with
be
a
the
salesperson
yeah.
that
to
would be
actually
the trigger, yeah.
do something about that. Yeah.
But I guess Copilot is already doing that because they're
It
already
should.
identifying actions and things. So if you end up with particular product names and you use AI to say, are they happy with the product or unhappy with the product? Because we can take sentiment through that transcript. So that might be one way of being able to do it. Look for particular products. because you also need to teach the translation software that product is a real word, that it doesn't try and separate it out. So I think that's an area of growth we're going to see. And if you look around us here, we've got all these people recording all this data and doing stuff. It's going to get quite exciting, I think.
Yeah, of course, because as I said yesterday, today this is just a black box. All that calling that is happening, these online meetings that are happening, what is happening with all the talking and the data that is there? It's either not being used or not being used enough, and now you can transcribe that somewhere and have a system do some intelligent recap about that. It's brilliant.
No, pretty cool. And of course, if everybody takes a look at the screen now, we have all this swag. All kinds of stuff.
Yes.
It's amazing where the imaginations come from.
I have to say, one of the things that I really like about this conference is the quality of the swag.
It is, yes.
Yes.
It is good stuff. Because we hope you will be able to wear these socks for a long, long time to come.
I have 4 pairs of socks that I got from different vendors. But also, socks are not all equal. I have some conference socks that are super soft and breathable, and then there are others that if you wash them 2 times, they become hard and sturdy. So
Sturdy, that's your new word, isn't it?
sturdy,
From this?
yes, sturdy socks. But some of them are like super soft and they stay super soft, so there's a quality difference.
Nice. And you're just going to talk about pandas again, aren't you? So ignoring pandas, what else do we like in our little bag of bits?
Chocolate.
Tigers. It's a thing that I would never have had you down as a soft toy girl.
Yes.
But Anouk also has, when she's in meetings, she has this little cupboard behind her that still has room for really cool swag.
Yeah, I guess so.
I know.
I was
There
telling
is
her-
something very nice on it, and it's actually from my charity event. They have a mascot, and that's on there.
Yeah.
And that is also a soft one, so yes.
I guess.
Maybe
was-
you should have like this big neon sign saying Fusion Talk on the wall.
Ooh, that's an idea.
On the wall. I think that would be very cool.
I think that's
Yeah.
an idea.
Yeah.
We need to search for that one.
Yeah.
No, that's cool. There's our guest look. She's sitting there busy gassing.
Yeah.
Should I
She
go
has 2
grab her?
minutes. No, we'll give her 2
okay.
minutes. That's all well and good.
So
We
we talked about the swag Marine likes. We talked about swag that I like, but what do you like?
Hey, that's a blooming good question. What do I like? I like the kangaroo, which is going to get sent separately. that is beautiful. I like the T-shirt with the Pac-Man on.
That is very cool.
So that's
yes.
pretty cool.
I have
so
to say,
T-shirts
it
I wear a
used to
lot of.
be it used to be all T-shirts
It
at
did, yeah.
events, and now we got one polo, we got one T-shirt. That's about it.
Yeah, and the bags are becoming a bit of a twee thing, aren't they? In that we have the bags.
Actually, the
I
bags
like
are
the
very
mugs,
nice
I have
at
to
the
say. I
moment
do
because
like
we
the
need to
mugs.
take all of this with us.
Yeah, I know. We need to work it out.
But also the quality of the bags is increasing immensely.
Yes, the Logitech bag. With that design
That's
in
not
it.
on the table.
No, but it's down here so you guys don't steal it, so I take
Yeah.
it home.
And we also provided an ice cold beer for you.
All right, speak close to the microphone because it's too much noise, and that's why we've got them for. Hello, Nikki.
Hi everyone,
Nikki.
nice to see you all.
You don't have a speaker shirt on today. Yesterday you were running around with a speaker shirt on.
I know, but it was a bit too warm yesterday
It was.
to re-wear it for a second day. So yeah, unfortunately, I've had to dress down in a flowery dress for you today.
Dressing down? No, I think you look great. No, not dressing. So is husband with us this time? Because he tours around with you often, doesn't he?
He does. No, he's busy at home. He tends to come with me when I'm doing the trips around Europe. So it's always nice because a lot of these places are places we wouldn't naturally go on holiday to. You know, we'd
Gotcha.
normally go to the beach or somewhere. So we've got the opportunity to see so many wonderful European towns and everything. So yeah, it's nice to go abroad, take the car, take a little road trip around Europe while you're doing a bit of speaking as well.
Cool.
Amazing if you can do that together with your partner.
Because we talked a few times already, and you're always wearing these super cool shoes, which sometimes leave you with a little not injuries, but foot pain. So now you got your husband who can give you like a foot rub in the evening.
That's what it is. Yeah, you need to come with me. I'm on my feet for a lot.
Yeah.
I need to rub my toes.
Yeah.
Why don't you actually introduce yourself and tell everybody what you do? Let's get started, because we know we've been doing this all the time. We know everybody. We just start talking to them. But of course, our beautiful viewers around the world may not know who you are and what you do.
So, well, hello everyone. My name is Nikki Chappell. I'm a principal cloud architect at Cloudway. So that's a Microsoft partner in Norway. As you can guess from my accent, I'm not Norwegian, I'm in the UK, but this is like a European organisation, and it's really lucky we can work from anywhere. So that's fantastic. So I'm also a Microsoft MVP, both in Microsoft 365 and also security, and I live and breathe everything data security and governance and compliance. So a lot of people think, oh my God, what a deathly dull job, but someone has to like it,
nerd alert.
And of course, now Copilot is here. What is the hot topic? My data. So so super busy at the minute. Good. So you obviously spoke yesterday. Yep. Which one did you do yesterday? I did all about Copilot and best practices for data governance and data security.
Nice.
So it's really pragmatic steps for people to take.
I heard really good things about it.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah, because the first one I saw, we had a few words about how, listen, nobody will collaborate if you do all of that. So you've got to kind of work out how you're going to get pragmatism and how you're going to deal with it.
Because I think the first time I did the first effort of this presentation was
South Coast
last year. Was it South Coast Summit?
Yeah.
It was last minute cancellation. I was beginning to prep, and I remember you came back and gave me some really good feedback on it, because it was the first time I'd sort of tried it. So it's sort of a year on now, and you improve and tweak and adjust over time, don't you?
We all do that.
No, it's true. That the last time I gave somebody advice on their PowerPoint presentation, it turned into a pirate treasure hunt. Tell them about your pirate treasure hunt. That was cool, wasn't it?
Yes. I was asked to give a presentation about prompt writing, and I was like, I will do it. But how do you give tips about prompt writing that it's not getting boring to people? So I create a map with AI, an island map with all red X crosses. And I was going on a pirate treasure hunt, so they were at all a number, and the audience needs to say to me which number, so I never knew what was coming myself. And that was actually, they keep their attention and they learn something. Yeah.
That was cool.
Maureen is able to see it in Hamburg.
Yeah.
Did you go see it?
I couldn't, no.
No, I couldn't. I was, but we'll get it. We won't ignore you. I got the phone call. How can I make this exciting? It's a little slide.
Boring.
So, yeah. No, but I think it's true when it comes to security. I think it is hey, we're trying to stop people get to the data that we don't need, and you got to get that balance in, haven't you, between the people that need access to that data and the people that don't. You want to access data, and there are now so many tools to do it.
Yeah.
You know, with sensitivity labels, with audiences, with groups and dynamic groups and that kind of stuff. It turns out to be a really big project when you try and getting it organised and done. And it takes a long time.
Yeah, and I think that getting that balance right between security and productivity is really difficult.
Yeah.
And for me, it's not an either or. You need both. So it's taking that risk-based approach, really.
Yes.
Find out where your corporate secrets are and lock it down. Make it hard for people to access the data. But that's probably your top 5%. You've probably got at least 75% of your data, which is probably general, transactional, transient data. Well, if that's not high risk, let people get access to it. Because if you make life hard, we all know what happens. People go off and use something else, and like WhatsApp or your favourite, consumer app, and then you've lost control of your data.
No, it's good. So there you go. So your presentation went well?
Yes, yeah.
Did you get a score?
I don't know. Have we seen our scores yet?
I don't know. No, I'm just asking.
I don't know if there are scores to give.
I don't know.
Moraine he was very proud of himself a few weeks ago. He got a couple of perfect scores on the trot.
Oh, that's
Makes
fantastic.
you feel good, doesn't it?
Yeah. That was fun. Yeah.
It was, yeah. Yeah, you could hear him going, yeah, every time he's telling me. But no, and I know that feeling. Do a training course and you get, 10 out of 10s for the whole week. It's good feedback, good satisfaction.
So, what's on the agenda today, and what have you been doing sessions or talking to exhibitors or?
first thing this morning I did the MVP, Ask Us Anything, so that was quite nice. So it was like a panel of 4 of us where people could ask us questions and, you know.
Did you have any good questions? Like one question that you could not expect?
Yeah, it was a question on if you need to access multiple tenants. So I suppose it's more of a question when you're a consultant and you're working for multiple different companies, and you know what it's like. If you try and log into a tenant that's not your home tenant, it then tries to revert back, and you know the best practices around that type of thing, and using different edge profiles really. And I colour code them all, because the risk is you send the wrong information to the wrong person. You know, there is a massive risk around that area. So.
Okay, so which company is pink?
Sorry?
Which company is pink?
Which company
is pink?
The color,
You
the color
colour
in your
code them.
Edge browser.
What
Which one
colour?
is in pink?
Oh, pink. I don't know actually. My company Cloudway is in orange because the logo is orange.
Oh, that's
but I
fine.
do have a pink and I do have a green, and they're a bit boring colours.
Are we
Yeah.
really going back to the pink?
Oh, why have we mentioned it before?
It was
Yesterday.
something on yesterday.
Yesterday we had Jabra on.
Jabra and Logitech.
And Jabra we talked about what the headsets were in, and
In
he
which
went, yeah,
colours,
black,
yeah.
black, and black.
Yeah.
And so we said, no, we needed pink because we were talking about Logitech do this particular keyboard we're using, the nice small one, and they do it in pink. We saw
Ooh,
it.
nice.
Yeah, but only in
See?
England. You see, you'll get it in England. But
I don't
we
get
don't
it
get
in
it
Belgium.
in Azerty. So we had a conversation with Logitech, and then we talked to Jabra, and Jabra said, no, we do these colours. So we talked about, no, you should do them in with adjustable changes and tops. And no, 2 minutes later he came back and went, the marketing man watched the video, tells me we've now got to start looking at these in different colours.
Now, what you want, if you've got to sit there, and particularly a lot of people are spending their times, in a digital workplace on Teams meetings, and you've got these headsets on. And like one of the things I've always had with user adoption when they've had to go to the Teams is it's going to mess my hair up when one of these big things as well. But yeah, you should better customise them as well.
Yeah.
Get covers for the
Yeah.
ear muff things.
Like you
could
do
go
for your
Japanese,
phone.
couldn't you, with little cat's ears or something?
Yes,
Like you
like
do
the
for
Mickey
your
Mouse
phone.
ears.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Like you do for your phone. You have a different kind of cases, so
Yeah?
that's what we need to have for all the rest of our technology. Also for keyboards.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
could do that. Keyboard jackets
Yep.
for when I spill coffee all over them.
Have you seen the ones for the glasses? So there's like this company now that do glasses, because we're all here wearing our glasses and we all know how much a new pair of glasses cost. But there's this company that make these kind of like clear framed glasses in different styles, but they've got magnetic bits on the eyes, and then you get these magnetic colours. So today I want to be pink because I'm wearing a pink dress. Tomorrow I want to have like Mickey Mouse ones, or I want green, or I want blue, I want patterns. So you buy kind of your expensive glasses, and then you can add on all of these frames and everything.
I need to have that. Like, I love matching everything with my clothes.
That
I
is
need to
true.
have them.
You need to find that. I was also thinking that last year the gift we had as speakers here was the Stream Deck, and
Yep.
Stream Deck have also now got customized different colours. So
You have
you-
stickers to
yeah,
decals
no.
to put over it.
No, it's actually like a plastic overset,
Oh,
depending
okay.
on what it is, so you can kind of customize it. So yeah, maybe we're missing. What was feedback was, yeah, but it's enterprise. Nobody wants to buy different coloured headsets. Well, actually, a lot of
Of course we want that.
Yeah.
a lot of these consumer items, though, should be becoming bring your own. We pay you €5 a month to go buy a headset and a keyboard and a mouse for home, so you can go buy what you want as long as it works and it does its stuff. So I think, yeah, enterprises are a bit black is black. So that's where the
Oh,
pink
well.
came from.
Yeah.
So that was pretty cool.
So you had the panel this morning. So what's next on the agenda?
After this, it's just time to relax, I think.
Chilling out. Are
So-
we your last stressful moment of the day then?
Yes, yeah, and the worst, but I suppose I've got to prepare for tomorrow, so as I like my compliance stuff, I'm responsible for our ISO 27001 compliance.
Right.
And every year you get externally audited, and that starts tomorrow. So
Excellent.
yay!
Oh, superb.
So, fun
Audit
2
day
days
tomorrow.
coming up.
On a Friday.
Yeah, I know.
Nice.
And I go on holiday next week, so.
Anywhere nice?
I'm going to Portugal for 2 weeks, so that'll be nice just to switch off and chill.
It is, that's good. Whereabouts?
In the Algarve.
Countryside.
Yes, I'm going to
seaside.
Lagos.
Yeah.
So do you take your laptop with you?
Yes.
Is that to support or because you always have to work?
I take it just in case, just in case you get a rainy day or something. But one of my favourite things to do on holiday is Scrabble.
Okay.
So actually, we say, no, we're not going to go onto our computers, but you want something to educate your mind, because I'm not necessarily a book reader and everything. I like to tax my mind a bit more. So I like to play Scrabble with my husband, because I think I'm not very good at spelling at all. I'm absolutely rubbish, and he's really articulate and knows much more words than me, but often I win. So, yeah.
Oh, very, very cool. Do you like our swag table?
It's fantastic swag. So have you got a bit of something from everyone?
We have got a bit for a lot of places, yes. Would you like to take anything? If it's one of the things we've got our eyes on, though, we'll slap your wrist. If we want it, you can't have it.
All right.
Anything you fancy?
The only things, I get to a point in my life where I've just got too much toot at home. So if it's edible or if it can be drunk, then that's good to go.
Well, we've got Tony's Chocolonely from
Roger
365, so you can choose between
And we have also chocolates of Polly.
Polly chocolate. So we've got plain chocolate.
I'll have some of the Tony Chocky Wocky chocolate.
Which one? The salted caramel or the frambozen?
Oh, salted caramel's got.
Damn, that was the one I had my eyes on. You may take it away and enjoy it when you're on holiday next week and when you're fighting with your auditors tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow I think.
Excellent, excellent.
You'll need some of that. Like,
Yeah, exactly. Well, it is a bit like that. Get it in the fridge, you end up having to get your teeth into it. Nikki Chappell, it's awesome to see you and join us. Thank you very, very much indeed.
Okay, thank you for inviting me today.
No, you're welcome.
You're
I hope
welcome.
you enjoy the rest of the show.
Thank you to be
and
here.
you. We'll see you later. Bye-bye. So that's it. We've done episode whatever number it was, 7 we decided it was. And we're going to close down and we will be back with 2 more episodes for the rest of the day, back at about 12:30.
Yes.
Cool. Bye for now.